so you crashed into the curb so that the door wouldn't slam as harshly. My name is Craig Ferguson and I'm attempting to walk across the entire length of the USA, starting in LA and finishing in Boston. Over 3,000 miles separates me from my end goal, which is seeing Scotland at the World Cup for the first time in 28 years. And we're aiming to raise £1 million for mental health in the process. So let's get into it. Here we go! A couple of days ago we made it into the state of Ohio, which is the 10th state that we'll be in total. Indiana was the 9th state that we have completed. If I'm being honest, Indiana was my least favourite state by quite a distance. You've seen in the video that I was struggling a little bit last week out, and yeah, we had our first flat tyre. I nearly got arrested for peeing, which those who follow me on social media will have seen that story. Not ideal, and the weather wasn't great. So I'm happy to see the back of Indiana, if I'm being honest. We'll get into Columbus, Ohio tonight, another big city, and another step closer to that illustrious finish line. One day I'm going to look back at all these niche, strange American cities that I've been to simply by walking right through them and out the other end, walking across the entirety of the country. It's going to be weird to look back on in a couple of years, I'll tell you that. And I can also guarantee what will happen with this challenge. Instantly, as soon as it's finished, I forget all the low moments. I forget the times when I was thinking, Craig, what on earth are you doing right now walking across America? And it instantly just fizzles down into, wow, what a time to be alive, how cool was that? I've done the same with Germany, I do the same with Scotland. You always remember the good bits and look back with rose-tinted glasses. Another city in the books, Columbus, Ohio. I just heard a massive bang, but no one seems really concerned, so it must have been construction or something, but I hope it was just that. Can you see it in the sky? Do you notice it, or is it just me? Oh, wait, focus camera, there we go. Big massive saltire, you can't miss it. My symbol of hope throughout the entire challenge. And now I know why, but I'll go into it a little later on in the video. So I'll try and keep the darts chat to a minimum since it was quite heavy in last week's, but since then we've been keeping tally. 14-14. What was the score before the night started?
13-11, 13-10.
I think it was 13-10.
Yeah. I just don't like, I do most of my charity work is doing this, so I don't really like, I like keeping it competitive. I can hit 19s, triple 19s, double 19s for days, mate, but double one just
shame about that double one, innit, mate?
Aye, as if, I mean not on purpose, mate, I don't like, it's boring if there's no competition, you chuck it after a while.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a rattled man.
Aye.
I've slept in for school. I need to do this rapid. Let's get up and get going. I can't lie, I think I got ready quicker then because I didn't go on my phone and I was charging it than what I do normally. So it's about 10 to 7. I'm gonna quickly eat something and then get out before I eat into my time for today. A little update on where we are at so far, team. So we have passed through Indianapolis, as you've seen in the last video, and last night I made it past Columbus, Ohio, which isn't the biggest city in the world, but it is a city, and it is another one that we have gone through. Now, where does that leave us? There is less than a month until the World Cup begins. Most importantly, Scotland's World Cup, which is on the 13th of June, as we know by now. My arrival date has never changed across this entire challenge. It is 12th of June or it is bust. We need to arrive by the 12th of June. But let's do the maths. With us being 30 days out from that, from now of recording, and we're currently about 800 miles, give or take, to Boston via Washington and all sorts, that means that we need to push and push hard. There is no giving up, there is no taking the foot off of the pedal. It is Boston or bust. We need to get there, which means I'll be walking over 30 miles, as we have been the entire time from now until the end. There is no excuses. Will we make it? You know we will. I forgot to mention this a few weeks back, but as you guys know, we've been following the I-70 the entire time since Utah. We've basically been on the I-70 for the best part of 2 months. But for now about a week and a half to 2 weeks, I've been on a different road. I've been on this road here, which is the old 40. I believe, I don't think it's an interstate. It's definitely not an interstate. But I've been on the 40 and I'm loving it. At times it's been difficult, but stuff like this on a quieter road and it's actually legal, it is a win-win. Although the I-70 is just over there somewhere and it runs parallel to this the entire time, so I don't really feel like I've left it quite yet. There's still more history between me and I-70 before we finish this. Now, you don't need me to tell you, but America is a very flag-proud country. But if anyone is ever travelling over to the States and they see this flag here, which is the black and white flag with a blue stripe across it, basically what it represents is veterans, anyone who's worked in the police force, anyone who's worked in the sort of fire departments, I want to say. It's basically like a public service flag of honour. So if you ever come to America and you see that flag, that's what it means. Matthew has informed me that he's got a lick of bad news. Let's go and see what the big dafty's done. Matthew? Yes? Do you want to tell the camera and the people what you done earlier?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I get sandwiched.
Do you want to step out and maybe explain yourself, pal? Because I'm being told it's nothing.
It's nothing.
What's this big scrape out of the door frame?
I get sandwiches and hit an oversized curb. But it just means the door locks better now, like it doesn't just swing open, so it's a safety feature. So you crashed into the curb so that the door wouldn't slam as harshly? Right. The noise was getting to me when I was sitting out, so...
that makes sense then.
It makes it look faster.
Have a look where we're finishing tonight. Linwood no more, Sutherland no more, Lewis no more, Skye no more. Made it back to Linwood. As you guys know at this point, I like a little wholesome story throughout the week, and this one is super special to me. Back in 2025 last year, I met Jess, the most incredible girl ever. She is such a lovely human being, and I had the pleasure of meeting her gran and grandma, who came down to wish me support. They've been watching the challenge for the entire time. Now, Jess's grandma, who I met and was absolutely lovely, sadly has dementia, and as we know, dementia is such a horrible illness that can tear families apart, and I just wanted to show you this video, which got me all choked up, to be honest with you.
To get a kick out of this, because this is something so freaking crazy. So my grandma that you just met has dementia, right? She does not remember anything. You could tell her something and I'm like in 15 to 30 seconds, she will forget it. But she has not forgotten the fact that she's met you, that you're walking across the US. Like, it's crazy. When my mom picked me up from the airport, she's like, Jess, you will not believe this. I'm sending a video to Craig that my grandma has not forgotten about you. And she will tell people about you.
Hey, tell them that story about that boy that's walking across America. That was the best of my life. I've never met a celebrity before.
Yeah, and she'll bring it up without...
How crazy is that? Jess, you're the best, your grandma's the best, your mum's the best. I love you all. thank you guys for watching another video. West Virginia tomorrow, no, West Virginia tonight, but you will see it next week. In the meantime, I'm going to tackle this massive hill that doesn't even look like a hill on camera. Remember, follow on all socials and visit thetartantrick.co.uk to donate today. Bye team.